This is so weird. It's Drew's birthday. I'm Savannah Guthrie. I'm here to celebrate Drew. Oh, just David Letterman swinging by to shock Drew. I don't think surprise is the word. I think it's shock, that moment.
Well, I'm delighted to be here, and I heard the conversation about, do you like surprises? Do you not like surprises? Oh, I do like surprises. I'm on the other end of a surprise. I went to Australia. I was surprised. They surprised. And I just thought, wait a minute. I hate surprises. Oh, geez, I just hate them. And I kept saying, she has to know. This woman is a seasoned show business veteran. In front of the camera, behind the camera, in her office, anywhere you want to put her, she has to know this is going on. And then you come out here and you're crying, and that was so touching and very sweet of you. Thank you.
I'm just so honored that you showed up for
please.
me. I mean it, because I feel even weird saying up for me. I'm just so happy to see you as an old friend.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, you were saying 20 years.
It's at least 20 years, I think. I don't know.
It's, I remember I used to bring you laser discs for the commercial break. I would bring you like Cocteau's Beauty and the Beast because I knew that you were a big old buff.
Movies. Yeah. That's
and
right.
I ended up hosting Turner Classic Movies, The Essentials. We presented 90 movies, Robert Osborne and I just loved old films, and I thought that's a great way in for me and Dave.
Yeah.
But
well, I've seen every old movie ever made.
I love old movies. I mean, I come from old movies.
Let me ask you a question. I was trying to put together the Barrymore family tree, and I came across John Drew Barrymore.
Great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather, and I thought, dumbbell, that's where the Drew comes from.
That's exactly right. Georgiana Drew is my great-grandmother, and John Drew is my great-grandfather, and they had John, Lionel, and Ethel, and they were big, famous theater
John,
people.
Lionel, and Ethel. Wow, in one family. That's remarkable.
I know.
And then you, of course.
Thank you.
Now, will your daughters, are they interested in this?
I think they're interested. I've gone an extreme. I've, kept them on the sidelines, which is, sort of part my own personal baggage.
Yeah, I saw them out there on the sidelines.
Yeah, they're there. But I was like, you know what? Let me just get you set up and prepared for life before I throw you into this. And if and when they're ready, and I have no idea when that will be, it will just be a feeling and a level of maturity and a moment. And then I'm like, whatever you want to do, I'll support it. And I'm excited for them to be on the scene. I'm excited for whatever their journey was. I just didn't want them to be like, why did you put us in this? Can't it have been an elective?
Well, that's right. That's a good point. And as we all know, sadly, sometimes the pedigree, the background, the upbringing, the early years, no guarantee it's going to work out for you, irrespective of the pursuit.
I think, I'm in a big pool of cliches of how hard it is to go into this business and have all access to everything and not be a kid and just have everything so upside down. It doesn't seem like a lot of us make it out very well.
Unscathed.
Unscathed.
And let me interrupt here, and I know it's not my show to produce, but how great would this be if it was really a surprise for Savannah Guthrie, ladies and gentlemen?
Got up on this table, and in fact, I think we should roll a certain clip.
Get off the furniture.
I mean, what is going on?
Would you like me to do a dance for you?
What?
Hi, Paul. Paul, give me some bliss.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
That happened. Dave, do you remember that? Anything about that?
I'll tell you honestly, no, I forgot all about it. Yes, of course I remember it. And at the time, I used to watch old movies. Blackboard Jungle, Glenn Ford. And what happens is the juvenile delinquent teenagers take over the classroom, and they're up on Glenn Ford's desk, and they're going to beat him up. And so Drew is there. I love the high Paul. and then she climbs up on the desk, and I thought to myself, oh no, I've lost control of the class. and then my next thought was, I think I'm probably going to get kicked. And then everything changed. You know, like in The Wizard of Oz when it goes from black and white to color?
Yeah.
That's what it was like.
That was like when you lost your innocence.
Well, yes.
Or something.
Sad but true, yes. That's exactly how you would put it.
That was the moment.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I had no plan of doing that. It was one of those moments in my life where I felt like a magnet was pulling me. And it was all very playful and well-intended. And I just had no idea where it was going. I couldn't almost believe it was happening. I think a little bit I was on the ride too, wondering what was going to happen next. And you taught me in that moment how to be as a human being, because I was shocked and I almost was like, should I be embarrassed? Did I do something bad? Am I in trouble? And I knew in that moment that with one turn you could have gone, why did you do that? What's wrong with you? And instead, you had that smile and you said to everyone, this moment is okay. And I thought, I will treat people, I will be the conductor for the rest of my life to see when spontaneity happens or something is going on. I
Oh,
hope,
my God.
That was the moment.
Oh, my God.
I hope that I can be
my
half the
God.
man Dave is right now and just let something innocent and spontaneous be innocent and spontaneous.
Well, I recognized it immediately as being unique. It had not happened prior to me, has not happened since to me. And later I was thinking, oh, geez, now what if she goes and does this on Leno's show? Then I'll really be upset.
Well, with all due
But
respect,
it was kind
to
of
Jay Leno,
a connection for us throughout the rest of our existence here.
I felt you compelled me in a moment to take a risk, and you allowed it to be paid off with kindness and reciprocity and goodness and humor, which is my ultimate. Honestly, I think that's the greatest award and reward that people can give each other in life.
Later, we were, of course, married.
Yes, we went to a church,
last that
got
long,
married.
but
Look at me. I'm
yeah.
like, I think you're so cute.
Yeah.
I'm like, I did. I've had a crush on you forever.
We were
so.
happy for another 20 minutes there.
That's right. And like a normal marriage.
Drew was on your show 20 times. That's
20
gotta
times.
be one
That's
of your
remarkable.
best guests.
Well, again, yes, absolutely. And this is why all credit to you, because in the world of show business, you have two things. You have show business friendships, which are not really friendships, and then you have actual friendships. And I considered our relationship to be a true friendship. Thank you.
I was not there for shock value. I was there to share a moment with you that took on a little bit of a life of its own. But my heart was so well intended towards you.
Well, now let's talk about the circumstance now. Are you enjoying this part of your life?
I just feel like when I wake up in the morning, I wake up to Savannah and Gail. I go to sleep to people like you. And, you know, I think of a Jimmy Fallon who's like family. And you guys are who jumpstart and close out our days. And that's why I felt so privileged to step into a role that has been so important to me as a citizen and a human being walking around. You are literally telling people it's okay to start their day. Here's how it's going to go. Here's some optimism. Here's some news. Here's some information. And you would say, you got through the day. I'm going to put you to bed. Congratulations.
Right.
Now you're allowed to
Well,
laugh.
this is a great way for you to look at it, because it's true. The landscape in the early morning, middle of the day, or whenever we see you Several other people have helped along the way, have been very beneficial. Oprah was fantastic. And oh my God, Regis. Do you remember Regis?
I loved Regis.
Oh my God.
Oh, we all love Regis. Dave, how do you like being a
Is he
guest?
still on, by the way?
Regis? No, he.
Well, he's on somewhere. You know he's on somewhere.
Yes.
He's on.
Yes. He will live forever in a lot of ways. So, Dave, do you like being a guest?
No, I'm very uncomfortable about it. Although I'm very pleased about the Zoomer thing, and I mentioned that was my idea. Can I talk? A lot of places don't want me to talk.
Not here.
It's interesting about life. You learn things over that you already learned, and then you forget because you're drawn toward the mundane. So you can't be sucked into the reality, the drama, and the ugliness that can be provided by life. So you're drawn toward the mundane. And you learn these lessons again and again. And because of the pandemic, you know people who have had it and perhaps died. I know people who have died. Same with all of us. We're looking at 500,000 people. I don't know how many wars that is, but 500,000 stunning that we're living with every day. So I think humanity is temporary. And we all know that. And because it's temporary, we need each other. We more than ever, when you realize it's temporary, need each other. So I'm trying to be outgoing and pleasant and helpful whenever I can. This morning, I'm driving here in New York City. And I'm driving the car. There's people parked on this side of the street, people parked on that side of the street. And ahead of me in my lane is a guy with his blinkers. So I'm not going anywhere. Now, there's a car to the right of me that's now, is all of a sudden, it's Daytona. And she's forcing her, and I got nowhere to go. So I thought, okay, normally I would have been upset. You can't help but be upset about this. So I inched up and I rolled down the window and I said, roll down your window. And I said, I'm sorry, there's a car. You can't, there's nowhere for you to go here. I'll help. Just tell me what you're doing and I'll help. Anything. And she's staring at me as though I'm invisible. And she's staring at me. And finally she says, yeah, well, I really appreciate your sarcastic attitude. Oh. And I thought, well, there you go. I'm trying to help humanity.
You know what? You helped humanity because you came and you just absolutely dazzled and moved your old friend, Drew.
Yes.
On her birthday.
That's satisfying, but I want this woman...
Okay.
If she hears about this, I wasn't being sarcastic.
I know, but I was...
I know you were.
I was trying to button it up.
By the way, I was like, if this woman's listening, call us.
Yes.
So that we can fix this.
I was being sincere, and I guess you can't outrun your past. I don't know.
Well, you did help humanity for, 30 years? I mean, I always talk about both of your shows as such, like, my training ground, my inspiration, what I needed in life. When I would see you out in your trench coat, man in the field, I love you both so much. I honestly live to make you proud. I mean that with all of my heart. I can't believe I get to call you guys my friends.
Is she going to be all right?
We love you so much. And you know what, Drew? I got to say thank you for bringing us together. I never got to meet Dave Letterman.
That's right.
And now...
Savannah Guthrie, I said, oh, yeah, I know Savannah Guthrie. And then I realized, no, we never did.
No, but we're probably going to text all the time now or Zoom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You saw how much trouble I had with the Zoomer.
Dave, thank you so much. They're wrapping me up. You know about the wrap up. You remember that, right?
I ignored that like a stop sign.
I love that.
I know.
I was like, oh, Savannah's going to a commercial. They're going to tell me, see, like.
I know, but it's really,
well,
it meant a lot to our friends.
Do I leave?
No, you stay
Okay.
because we'll keep talking in the commercial. Okay.
Let me ask you this. Is the couch paid for?
Yeah, but do you want it?
Kind of like it.
It's yours. Anything you want, Dave.
God bless you. Thank you very much for letting me be a part of this.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I think you saw how I felt. It's hard to put it into words.
Come to my funeral.
In 100 years, I'll be there.
Okay.